Hey guys, Anders here, and welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Season 2 details that we potentially know so far, and some actual confirmation from devs in the recent developer talk about the fact that Season 2 will, in fact, only include a single map. As always, if you guys enjoy the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Really does help me out. Over 70% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed, so if you enjoy the content, just check if you're subscribed. So right off the bat, Season 1 is wrapping up. There are, I believe, at the time of this video coming out, only 15 days left of Season 1. And DICE has been fairly silent with official information, especially considering the end of Season 1 lines up perfectly with the beginning of September. And recently, DICE's update cycle has been releasing updates in the very early stages of the month. So if we are going to hear stuff about Season 2, and Season 2 is going to start directly after Season 1 ends, we should be hearing stuff from DICE fairly soon about Season 2, and just the next update in general, even if there is an unfortunate wait between seasons, and I do think that would be very most unfortunate if there is a month wait between seasons, or even a couple weeks wait between seasons. People need something to keep playing the game, to keep the game entertaining, to kind of distract them from the overt problems, and give them something to do. Now, as far as Season 2 is concerned, there was a very recent live stream, the same live stream where the level designer talks about why the maps are so big. The community manager, with a slight slip-up, says that he is, quote, excited for the new level in Season 2. And he does say level specifically, not levels. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume that there's only one map slated to be released for Season 2. And before we get into further detail, I'm just going to say that if this is the pace DICE is setting for themselves, one map per season, I mean, what a fall from grace, honestly. Battlefield 4, by this time, released at least 3 DLCs, potentially 4, I would have to check the dates on the releases, that contained 4 maps, you know, big assignments, all that stuff, and now we've been reduced to receiving 1 map per season update cycle. So, very disappointing indeed, and it's even more concerning that I've seen some people actually defend DICE in this regard, and if you defend DICE in this regard, I really don't have anything to say to you. But moving on to the actual Season 2 content itself, if you remember a while back, our data miner friend Temporal on Twitter dug up some information on the working titles for the unreleased maps, and he ended up being right with Exposure's final name. The working title for Exposure was Ridge, which makes sense now that we've played the map, and he predicted the name, or found that the name would be Exposure, and he was in fact correct with that. So I think that definitely increases the validity of his other findings, and make no mistake, there is no coincidence that he found 4 working map titles, and there's only 4 seasons. I fully expect to only get 1 map per season, and the next map that we could potentially get, the working title of it is called Drained, and he goes on to speculate further, pointing out that there is actual concept art for a sort of dried or drained out riverbed, and he says this could potentially be very early concept art for the map. But there are other possibilities, because there are 2 more working titles that he dug up a while ago. The other one name is Lights Out, and the other one is Docklands. He thinks Docklands could be maybe a map remake for Portal, but we'll never know unless it's actually released. As far as other content for Season 2, you have to remember that Temporal also dug up a bunch of other stuff that we have not seen in the game yet. Namely, there are rib boats that he dug up, two different variants, one with a more blacked out look and the other one with a more like white and orange skin. He even dug up the Tier 1 emblem for it for your player card. For Specialists, remember he dug up 3 unreleased Specialists, one of them being Liss, and he did get everything correct with what he predicted with Liss. So I would put definitely some more validity in this finding from him as well. There's an unreleased Specialist named Hale, who apparently has an RC drone with challenges already in the game attached to it. I certainly hope this RC drone isn't something like the RC XD from Call of Duty as a kill streak, little explosive car that you drive around. This game has enough cheesy gimmick explosives that could be used for anti-vehicle and just overall irritating things, and it would not be a welcome addition to the game, just as Liss was not a welcome addition to the game, in my opinion, with their TV missile that completely throws off vehicle versus infantry ground balance. It was just poorly implemented and poorly thought through, in my opinion, and so would this explosive RC drone if it is actually explosive. But no, that's not it. He also dug up a stealth bomber a while ago. And I think this makes a ton of sense because if you remember, he also dug up files for the stealth helicopters. So the stealth mode, I think, will be used on more things other than the stealth helicopters. And if they add a stealth bomber, which would technically be the other sort of variant for the jet, which also makes a ton of sense, I don't really see this going well either. Imagine a stealth bomber in this game. A bomber that you can't lock onto that bombs you from just flying overhead. That sounds like a nightmare to me, especially considering its designation specifically as a bomber. They're going to outfit this thing with crazy explosives. I have no doubt about that if they do actually manage to add this into the game. And finally, for our potential Season 2 content, they did actually find unreleased weapons for the AM-17 assault rifle, the MGA SAW-K, TTS Exceed, CRB Scout, Sig Sauer M17, and M45A1. All of these weapons that are unreleased appear to be for the base game, and if the trend of getting 2 weapons per season continues, then I would expect to see at least one of these in the near future. So these are my top picks for predictions for Battlefield 2042 Season 2 content. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below, and if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I stream on Twitch every single day at twitch.tv/enders. In fact, I just casted a Battlefield 4 competitive 5v5 tournament for actual money for like 7 hours straight, and it was super fun. I wore a suit, the whole 9 yards. If you missed out on that, the VOD is still up. Go check it out on my Twitch channel. I might put highlight games up from that on the YouTube channel. If you guys want to see that, I can put all the highlights together. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.